What's up, everybody? Bradford here, and I am checking out IDARB on the Xbox One. Now, what IDARB is it's right in the name, hashtag IDARB. I drew a red box. This game originated by one of the creators tweeting out a picture of a red box on a couple of different platforms saying, I drew a red box, what should I do now? And based on feedback the developers got on Twitter, this is the game that kind of evolved out of it. Essentially what IDARB is it's a 8-player person, fast-paced, eSports style game. It's got a lot of elements of soccer, a lot of elements of basketball. I mean, you can do some alley-oops, you can fast pass the ball across the map. It is a platform-based map, so you also have those original platforming elements that the original creators designed the game to be with. You have some platforms that you can pass through, some that you can't. So it really makes navigating the field of play kind of a challenge. You can't just race across it quickly because you may hit a platform you can't pass through. Now, you have different ways you can score a goal in the game. If you walk the ball into the goal, that's 1 point. Once you get close enough to the goal, you're going to see some rings appear. If you hit the ball into the goal inside the inner ring, that's 2 points. In between the two rings, you're looking at 3 points, and then outside the outer ring, that's a 5-point shot. You also get multipliers depending on whether or not the shot is like a trick shot. So you can have some bounce multipliers, you can have an alley-oop multiplier, a pass multiplier. You can also hit a shot at the buzzer and get that to be a multiplier. You also have certain things that go on in game, such as, the ball will actually turn into a bomb, and you'll actually get a couple extra points because of that as well. I've hit some 10-point shots basically by bouncing it off of something outside of the 5-point realm. That's the longest I've ever shot a ball. I haven't shot anything across the map, and that's also the largest point total I've gotten on a single shot, which I thought was pretty cool. It is a little quirky within the game as well. I mean, every character is 8-bit, drawn, and you can actually create your own characters in this game, and you can share it with other people across the internet using fancy QR codes, either on the website idarb.com or within in-game as well. You can even create your own songs. You can create your own teams, your own team logos. It's super cool what you can do with the social aspects of this game and the customization that goes on in this game. You have characters running from, people who are dressed in team uniforms to literally one of my team players is a cup of coffee. It's really cool. The humor in the game is really quirky. You can definitely tell that this is not a game that the developers want you to take seriously, because they didn't take seriously when they were creating it, and it really makes for a much better, more fun experience as a result. In fact, the Hall of Heroes, which is their credits scene, the song that goes on in that is hilarious, and I honestly think that person should win a Grammy because it is so funny, and it fits the personality of this game so well. You have the announcer, you score a goal, and he'll say things like, you can't shampoo a shampooer, stupid stuff like that, really quirky, really fun. The game is a lot of fun with multiple people as well. It's really hectic, as you can see going on right now. That's why my character has a little star around him, so I can kind of keep track of where I am at all times. But if you have an Xbox One and a couple controllers in your house, and you're having a party over, and you're going to be playing a game, this is a great game that anyone can really pick up and start playing relatively easily. My daughter and I played it a little bit ago, and she had a riot. She created her own character, and we went to town just playing against each other, and I felt kind of bad because I was kind of practicing trick shots, and I was hitting a couple of them, but she had a lot of fun still. The game also has certain elements that are called hash bombs. Now, these can be done within Twitch chat, Twitter, stuff like that. Essentially, it'll say IDARB, did something. You can have the entire screen go blank with go dark with the exception of a little tiny view of the ball itself. You can have, you can get Rick rolled in this game and have an 8-bit version of Rick Astley crawl across the screen singing, Never Gonna Give You Up. You can have like this massive scream-like character, give you a boo. You can have your every character become stunned and be moved around every which way. These lasers that are going on screen right now, they send you to the penalty box down below. It really creates even more chaos, which I think is awesome. It's not just a sports game. It's a sports game that you have so many different elements going on that make the game fun, interesting, and challenging all at the same time. It's not as simple as just, throwing a ball into the hoop. You can pass the ball to your player, to your teammates, and that ball can be intercepted. You see everyone kind of flashing on screen right now. They're actually using their little skill to try to knock the ball out of somebody's hand right as they have it. That's also the same button you use to shoot. So if you aren't careful, you can accidentally score it in the opposing goal trying to block the ball from getting in there. So you have to kind of be careful as to what you're doing. All in all, you really should play this game. The game isn't out yet. You have to either be lucky to get a code via the developers on Twitter. I know Major Nelson and everyone has been giving some out. This will be one of the games for gold for free in February, but even if you don't pick it up that month and you have to pay for the game, it is worth, every dollar they ask for, because you're just going to get filled with fun for the entire family. It's not just a game that you'll be playing by yourself or someone can't play along with you. This is a game meant to be played with people and have a ton of fun while doing so. All in all, I think this is one of my favorite games so far on the Xbox One, and that's saying a lot because there's a lot of really good games on this console. And this is obviously not the most visually striking game in the world, but it fits. It fits perfectly with what the developers are trying to do with the style of game they're making. And I don't think I would have enjoyed it as much if it was, photorealistic or anything like that. I think this is perfect. It's simple. You can create your own characters and literally be whoever you want. I saw someone create Ruth Bader Ginsburg, for crying out loud. So, this game is allowing people's imaginations to go wild and create whatever they want. And I think that's really cool. And it really, really helps kind of build the community and bring everybody together so you can kind of come up with the best songs, best looking characters, and then the best teams, the best team logos. And again, you can share all these using a QR code in-game and on the website. So if you're into that kind of thing, if you're really creative and you want to be able to do something like that and really have your name get out there with that, go for it. Pick this up when it comes out. Stay on the lookout for giveaways on Twitter. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe to my channel. Subscribe to this video. Like and comment on the video. Let me know what you think. Let me know what other games you'd like to see me cover, either be it PC or Xbox One. Until then, next time, though, guys, I'm going to let this game kind of play out, and I will talk to you all later. And I'm out of here.